In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to get a non-lucrative visa for Spain, and we'll do it step by step so you can live here legally without working and enjoy everything that this amazing country has to offer. I'll walk you through all the requirements, the documents, the application, the process, and even share a few insider tips to make it smoother. So make sure you stick around to the end to get all the facts, because by the end of this video you'll know exactly how to start your own Spanish journey. So first things first, what exactly is a non-lucrative visa? Well, it's a residency visa that allows non-EU citizens to live in Spain long term, usually for a year to start with, then it's renewable for 2 years at a time after that, and there's 2 renewals, so it's a 5-year period. Now, the key rule that you need to be mindful of is you can't work or earn money in Spain. So this is a good visa for retirees, or anyone with a passive income like investments or pensions, or if you've got some rental properties and they're managed by someone else, you can live off that money as well. So the non-lucrative visa basically says I can support myself financially and I won't be a burden to Spain, and I just want to live the good life here. So let's look at the financial requirements of the non-lucrative visa. So because Spain wants to see that you can afford to live here without working, you need to be able to prove that when you make your application. And as of 2025, the rule is roughly 400% of something called the IPREM, and which works out to be around €2,400 per month for the main applicant, and you also need to add another €600 per month per person if you're adding any other people onto your application, so a wife or children, anything like that. Now you can show this with bank statements, investment portfolios, pension letters. The more stable and well documented you have for these, the better. You can't give them too much information, so you need as much information as you can to support your visa application. Now let's talk about the documents you'll need to submit. So I'm going to show you a full list of what you'll need for your application. So have a look at these, or grab a screenshot. So you need a completed visa application form and 2 passport photos. You also need to complete a non-working residence visa application form. That's an EX01 from memory. I'll put all the numbers and forms down below so you can see what it is you have to complete. You need your valid passport with at least a year left on it. Now, as well as your passport, you'll need to photocopy all the pages of your passport and take all of them with you. Again, that's not clear when you look at the consulate pages, but they do ask you for a copy of all the pages of your passport, so you have to get that copied as well. And also, very, very importantly, most consulates, when you do the application, they will keep your passport. So basically, you shouldn't plan any travel outside of your home country, within 3 months really of the appointment, because most consulates will keep your passport and they won't give you it back. We applied at Edinburgh, and Edinburgh seems to be one of the consulates that does allow you to keep your passport, but London and Manchester, for example, tend to keep your passport. So please keep that in mind. Don't have any trips planned. But just check with your local office wherever you're making the application. You need to prove your financial means, as I've just mentioned. You'll also need to have private health insurance that covers you in Spain, and you can't have a policy that has co-payments. You've got to have full coverage for everything. And while we're on the subject of health cover, remember, if you're a UK pensioner in receipt of your UK state pension, that qualifies you for free healthcare here in Spain. There's a couple of little other hoops to jump through to get something called an S1 form. But again, I'll show you the links down below, so have a look at that. You need to provide a medical certificate saying that you're not going to bring any contagious diseases into Spain. You need a criminal record certificate from your home country, and that has to be something called apostilled, an official stamp, and translated into Spanish. And finally, you need to have an address in Spain for the visa form. And for the application stage, any address in Spain will suffice at this stage. We actually used our friend's property address just for the application form. And I know some people have used the office address of the insurance provider for that, so don't worry about having an address in Spain at this point. This is only for the application. Now, any document that isn't originally Spanish or in Spanish needs to be officially translated, and as I mentioned, this thing called apostilled, depending on your country. So you need to check carefully with your own consulate before submit the documents. But don't worry, I'm going to be putting links to all of these down in the description of the video, so follow those links and that'll help you check it all out. Now, very, very importantly, and it's not listed anywhere on any of the official sites, you need to prove that you have stopped working or that you've given up self-employment. And you need to take a copy of your P45 if you had a job, or if you were self-employed, you need to get a copy of the letter from HMRC confirming that you've stopped self-employment. So that's a big step that a lot of people fall at because they haven't thought about it. So please keep that in mind before your appointment. So how you actually apply is you need to go online. There's various documents and forms you need to fill in. Now, the application originally can all be done online in your home country at the Spanish consulate or the embassy that covers your area. You can't apply once you're already in Spain on a tourist visa. It has to be done in your home country. And there are 3 offices in the UK where you can do that. One in Edinburgh, one in Manchester and one in London. So follow the link, you book your appointment online, you bring all your documents neatly organised, and then you pay the visa fee. And there's a fee about 12 to 16 euros for the form, and then the actual visa is around 516 euros each. Once you've done that, it's a waiting game. And people have been waiting, our visa, it took 2 weeks, but there are people who've been waiting 14 to 16 weeks. So it's supposed to be done within 3 months. So basically, once your application's in, you've just got to sit tight. Now, once you're approved, you've got 1 month to collect the visa and enter Spain. And the new visas, in most cases, are valid for 1 year. It used to be 3 months, it's now 1 year. Then within 30 days, you need to get something called your TIE card. And that's your Spanish residence card. That's what completes the visa. And you'll get that at your local immigration office, wherever you've decided to settle. So what about what happens after 12 months? What about renewals and living in Spain? So as I said, the first visa lasts 1 year. And then after that, you can renew it for 2 years at a time, as long as you can still meet the financial and medical insurance requirements. After 5 years, you can apply for permanent residency and eventually Spanish citizenship if you wish. And here's the best part. Once you're living in Spain and you got your residency, you can travel freely throughout the entire Schengen area and the EU and really start to live that Mediterranean dream you've always thought about. So just before we wrap this one up, here's a few quick tips from me, having been through this myself. I recommend you start early because some documents can take a couple of weeks to arrive. Double check all your translations and apostilles, because the consulate will reject anything that's not 100%. So I'd recommend you get these done through official bodies. Keep digital and paper copies of everything, and I mean everything. And trust me, being organised can save you an awful lot of stress leading up to, during and after your appointment. So just to wrap up, if this helped you understand how the non-lucrative visa works and helps you how to apply, just give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on moving to and living in southern Spain. If you've already gone through the process or you're in the middle of it, just share your experience in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video here, maybe in sunny Spain. Hasta luego.